Flash sales on your digital products can be a great way to have a boost of income. I'm going to be talking about how to throw a flash sale for Teachers Pay Teachers products, for low ticket products, for online courses, what I do in my business, and some of the results that I've gotten. So let's start with what is a flash sale. It's probably pretty obvious, but it's basically where you choose some product, whether it's a Teachers Pay Teachers product or a low ticket offer or an online course, and you put it on sale for a short amount of time. So I usually say 4 days or less. You can do 24 hours. I think that the bigger the price tag, the longer you might want to give your buyer. So if you are a TPTer and your products are, $3 to $5, 1 day is fine. Now, if you are going to do a flash sale on a bigger bundle or maybe a whole curriculum, then you may want to do 2 or 3 days. When I do flash sales for my online program, the Resource Academy, I usually do 4 days, Thursday through Sunday. Weekends are typically better because teachers have a chance to sit down and check their email. I like to send the first email on a weekday because I know they're checking their email during the week. But then I like to give them weekend so that they have time to sit down and actually look at the sales page and see if they want to buy. So that's why I do Thursday through Sunday. So let's talk about kind of the setup here. So I told you what a flash sale was, but how do we actually set this up? So first of all, if you are a Teachers Pay Teachers seller, one thing that you might want to think about if you are a more advanced seller. Now, this is not for newbies. This is not if you have less than, I would say, 100 products in your store that are doing well, that are listed the correct way because you got some training and you didn't try to DIY it. If you want my help, I can definitely help you with that. Head to lindsaybowden.com/training. But if you are more advanced and you're ready to kind of branch out and you have 100 products, you're consistently making sales every single day, every single month, I would think about starting an email list. I love email lists. I think they are the number one predictor of digital product success. And I think it's a great way to get more income, more sales, more eyeballs on your TPT products. So I would think about starting an email list, and then you can email that list about these flash sales. Now, if you're not there, it doesn't mean that you can't have a flash sale for your TPT store. It's just you're probably not going to have as much of a result from a flash sale if you don't have some way to email your list or talk to them on social media. But I would definitely suggest emailing over social media. So if you are not there, you can definitely send a note to followers inside of your TPT dashboard. I don't ever use this, I'll be honest. I don't ever use note to followers. I feel like an email list is a better use of my time. But if you're not to the point where you want to create an email list, you can send a note to your followers and say, hey, I am having a flash sale on whatever you want to have a flash sale on, whether it's one product, whether it's a bundle, whether it's a variety of products, like maybe all your mazes are $1 for the next 3 days. Send a note to your followers, maybe on the first day and then the last day, just to make sure that they can see it. There is a time, you can't send notes to followers every single day. There is a time lapse. I can't remember what that is. I will look that up and we'll put it in the show notes. So that might determine, kind of how you plan this out. But people probably aren't checking their note to followers on TPT every day. So if that were the case, I would probably extend it a little more, even though TPT products are a lower ticket. Let's say that you can only send a note to followers once a week. That sounds right. I think it is once a week. Then you may want to have your flash sale be a week. So think about that. If you are ready to expand to an email list, then I would start an email list and I would start nurturing. I'm actually going to be starting an email list for my TPT store this summer. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited. And I'm going to be sharing all the tips for emailing just for TPT products. If you're not wanting to do digital products and all that, I'm going to start an email list just for the resources in my TPT store, which are secondary math. And I'm going to be documenting what works and what doesn't. And am I getting more sales from TPT from my email list? And I'm really excited about that. So I would choose what you want to go on sale, whether it's one bundle. I probably wouldn't just do a $5 resource. Get this $5 resource on sale today, because you want this to be a boost in income and you want it to be something that catches people's attention, because there are sales all the time, not just in the TPT world, but people are getting emails all the time. This is 10% off. This is 50% off. So you want something that's going to catch their attention. So maybe it's all of your mazes or all of your geometry resources or your big bundles that people are waiting to buy when there are sales. So choose something kind of noteworthy And if you have an email list, then prep them maybe 2 to 3 days before. Let's say you plan your flash sale for maybe Thursday through Sunday. Then the Tuesday before that Thursday, send an email, like a normal nurture email, and then maybe in the PS say, hey, and something's coming, I'm going to be having a flash sale this weekend. Make sure to open your email on Thursday. This is what I do when I do flash sales for my low ticket products in my course. So I typically send weekly emails every Tuesday. So the Tuesday before I plan to host the flash sale, I will send a normal nurture email, because if you just say something in the subject line like flash sale coming, that might get opens, but I tend to want more like educational or exciting or pique your interest type of subject lines. So I will, do my normal nurture email on Tuesday, and then in the PS I say, stay tuned this Thursday, this is going to be on sale, make sure you check your email. So I'm actually doing this right now. I'm holding a flash sale for the Resource Academy, 50% off. And at the time that I am actually videoing this, not when this airs. So this is in March 22nd is when I'm videoing this. So last Tuesday I sent an email, and then Thursday I started sending emails about it actually being on sale. So I sent an email Thursday, Friday, I'm going to send one today, and then 2 tomorrow, because tomorrow is the last day. Now, how do I actually set up my flash sale? It's going to depend on what's on sale, right? So if you are selling something on TBT, you can go into the individual products and mark them off, or you can throw your own sale and choose what you want to be on sale for that day, or that however long you decide you want it to be on sale for. Now, I wouldn't do a ton of flash sales with TBT because they already have the site-wide sales, but you can test that. If it's working for you and you get a lot of extra sales when you have flash sales, then do more of that. It's fine. But I will say that I do get the most sales from TBT when it's the site-wide sale. I don't really do flash sales on TBT alone. Okay, so if you are doing a digital product or online course for a flash sale, then you would need to set up the tech behind that, right? So for me, I host mine on Kajabi. And so in Kajabi, I can make a sales page that is a duplicate of the normal sales page I have, but it's the flash sale sales page. And so when I'm sending emails, I'm sending people to that flash sale sales page, and it has the same information, but it's also saying this is 50% off until this time. I make the deadline really obvious. I put a countdown timer on there so they know it's only on sale for that amount of time. And every email I send has the link to that sales page within the email. Now you can be fancy with it, and I use Deadline Funnel so that when the deadline is done, which would be Sunday at midnight for me, then it automatically redirects back to the normal sales page that it's not 50% off. So I don't have to stay up till midnight and turn the sales page off or redirect the sales page. It's done for me. And Deadline Funnel does that for me. That is a paid program, but I use Deadline Funnel for a lot of things in my digital product business, and so it's definitely worth it for me. If you're not wanting to use that, then I would probably say the deadline is, Sunday at 9 p.m. And then at 9 p.m. before I go to bed, I can just turn the sales page off and turn it to the normal sales page, redirect that, or redirect it to maybe a waitlist page if it's not open year round. So that's what I would do. So let me tell you what I'm sending in my emails. And this would help you for TBT or for digital products. So Thursday, the first email that I send is always about the transformation that my program offers. So if I were sending a flash sale note to followers or email about a TBT product, I would talk about the transformation that could give the students in that teacher's classroom, or how much time it's going to save them, how easy it is. Is it no prep? Are there answer keys? Is it print and go? Is it self-checking? Is it engaging? Do students, are they just dying to do these types of activities? A story, if you have stories from your own classroom or from other teachers that have used your resource, stories are amazing, and that really helps people connect with you. So that's what I send on Thursday. Friday is always testimonials. So I send any testimonials that I have about my program and the transformation that it offered. If you have testimonials on your TBT products, if you're going to pick something to put on sale in your TBT store, pick the best seller, because you're probably going to have testimonials from that. You can screenshot them and you can put them in your note to followers or in your emails. And then Saturday, I usually will do, it's either going to be more testimonials, but with a different subject line, more stories, because stories always do really well, or some type of proof. So for my digital products, I'm teaching teachers how to make income online. So it's proof, like my proof or proof of someone else doing it. For TPT, it can be like a picture of the classroom from your classroom or from someone else's classroom of how that resource was used. Now, you may not have all of this stuff, and it's okay. But think about these things as you are preparing for a flash sale. The more social proof, the more testimonials you can get, the better, because that is what encourages people to buy. If you don't have that, you can also have an FAQ email. Those always do really well. So like not necessarily questions about the product, but more about limiting beliefs or why people might think that this isn't for them. So you could say, who is this for? Is this really as easy as it sounds? Yes, it's print and go. There's an answer key. Like it's literally all done for you. What if this doesn't work for me? No, these spiral homework sheets, whatever. They work for any classroom, for any subject or whatever. So it's really about it's got 50 videos and it's got this many things. It's not about the features of the product necessarily. You can put that in the first email. This email would be more about what is going to stop people from buying and how can you get them over that hurdle. Now, you don't have to send all these emails. You can do this however you want. Test it. See what works. See what subject lines are working. What are people opening? What emails didn't do that great? And then adjust every time. Every time you do a flash sale, it's going to get better. On Sunday, I send 2 last chance emails. So the first one might be like, if you're on the fence, open this with some more testimonials. You can see they're all very testimonial heavy. And then the last one will be like, last call, or this is it, or this is your last chance, something like that in the subject line. So they know, okay, I better open this because this is the last chance. Now, obviously, you're not going to be sending a note to followers like this with all of these things. But if you have an email list, then you can do more things like this. So that is how I do my flash sales. So I choose a date and time where I'm going to have the flash sale. So is it going to be Thursday through Sunday? When does it end? I prep my audience a couple of days before, letting them know, hey, something's coming. I'm giving a flash sale. I set up all the tech. I put the thing on sale. I make a duplicate sales page. I do a coupon code or however I need to within the platform that I'm using. I put a countdown timer so that people know when the deadline is. And then I write and schedule out my emails. You can send them out the day of, or you can write them before and schedule them out. And I typically do this once a quarter. So I don't want to do too many flash sales because then people will be trained to wait. And I also don't do them at the same time every year. So like this year I did one in March, and I don't think we're going to do another one until Black Friday. Next year, I may do one in July. Who knows? I just kind of pick randomly because I don't want people to know when they are. I want it to be a surprise. I will say Black Friday is a great time to host a flash sale. I did a big flash sale of all my products last Black Friday, and we made about $15,000 that weekend of Black Friday. So there's times of year that work better, but you can always test that out. But yeah, I think if you can take anything from this, if you're a paid teachers seller, think about starting an email list, because then you can do these more higher level things. You can also branch out into other digital products and have flash sales of those digital products. And then if you already have a digital product or an online course, think about hosting a flash sale so you can get more sales. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.